real quick. We'll only be with you for about an hour today, if that. But I wanted to dive in and see if we can't start learning this, this super boss. Hold on. Copy. Paste. Hold on, one more. We'll be with you for, like I said, about an hour, going to try to get our last few prayer beads and learn this sucker. I do have a list of prayer beads. We've missed 3, I think. 2 or 3? 3. One of them's in Simpo Temple, apparently in one of the ponds we can dive in. One of them is near the area where the great colored carp was, or where it attacked us, in that cave in the Fountainhead Palace. And then we're just missing one more. So a lot of these you actually do have to dive for, which I appreciate that they gave them some kind of, like, really substantial reward you can get from using the Mibu diving technique in certain areas you'd already completed, other than just more treasure carp. Not that I'll ever complain about getting treasure carp. I love me a good treasure carp, as you well know. Hey, Eclipse, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well, man. It's gonna be really quick, but I'm gonna see how much we can learn. Oh, God, all of these statues tossed down here. This is eerie. But apparently there's a prayer bead down here. Yep, in the arms of the statue. Oop. Yeah, I'm doing really well, man. Thanks for the well wishes. Like I said, going to have a friend over before long, which is, you can probably count how many times I've interacted with folks outside my family in person since this whole mess started, on one hand, so that's always nice, you know, just breaking up the monotony. But we're also going to try this super boss after we get a couple more prayer beads to get our 10th and final prayer necklace. There's only 10 you can get in the span of the game. And I don't think the prayer beads will respawn in subsequent New Game Plus cycles. So you can only upgrade your health and posture up to 10 times, I think. I could be wrong about that. We got the one from Mibu Village. There is the one at the Fountainhead Palace, so we're gonna go grab that. Feeding grounds will be perfect. Flip says, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, no, definitely. I just can't wait for things to get back to normal, you know what I mean? But it's gonna take some time, especially here in the US, given how badly we've handled things. It's going to take some time. Let's see. Oh, there might be one in the Ashina Depths we haven't grabbed yet. That's gotta be it. So past these two. Hey Spanners, welcome to the stream. Not gonna be live super long, but we are at least gonna show off the super boss and see what we can do against it. We definitely don't need a flame vent for this fight. We're going to want the anti-flame umbrella. And in place of this, the Withered Red Gourd. We might actually want the Divine Confetti. I don't know if the confetti deals additional damage to the Demon of Hatred, but it might. Alright, if we just swim on up here. Where exactly was the Carp's Cave again? It was much higher up, yeah. This away. I think you actually can use some of the dense vegetation growing around this, or growing under the water surface in certain areas to obscure your movement and make it harder for enemies, read fish, to detect you. Coin purse. Now that's something, but it's not the something we want. We want, this. Adamantite, that's better. Come on, where's the big ticket item? Well, we know it's not through there, because that's the area we've already cleared, I think, right? Or is there something deeper? No, it's back in the main cave, gotta be. I mean, that'd be the perfect place to put one, since most players on their way through would be so freaked out by the carp attacking them, they wouldn't even see it. Right? At least I think I'm doing this right. Hold on. We shall check. Oh, no. Never mind. It was at the bottom of the lake, and I think we already got the bead that was over here, right? There is one in the Ashina Depths I'm pretty sure we don't have. But yeah, we got the prayer bead over here. Alright, so back to the last idol. Oh, yeah, there's one at Sunken Valley we missed. That's right. So it'll be Ashina Depths, Sunken Valley, probably. Then on to the boss, who I'm totally not dreading with everything I have in me. Okay, we'll go to the one we definitely know we can do first, which would be, the gun fort. There actually was something underneath the floorboards in, the long-armed centipedes arena. I knew there was. I knew there was a way to get deeper into the cave, I just forgot where it was. See, my first time through, I came here before I got the gun fort key from, Simpo Temple, I think it was. So I couldn't unlock that door. I thought you might have to do so from the other, side. And I was able to crawl around and explore the cave complex from the boss arena, thinking the proper path has to be around there, and it wasn't. Cliff says, you could do it. Oh, I appreciate that, man. I know I can. It's just going to be, you'll see what I mean, but it's a very, very tough fight. I've never done it before. I've never beaten this game before, nor have I fought the final boss, which is a whopping 4-stage fight that is, I know because I've seen it at least once or twice, really, really something special. So there's a bead down here. Yeah. Oh, no. This... Oh, no, this does spit us out at a different area. Never mind. Mibu Balloon of Soul. That's not bad. I guess we just run the course now. No. This spits us out back here. Must have taken... or had to take another path somewhere around there. So... let's drop back down, go into the crawl space, crawl through the crawl space. Take a left. Get spat out over here. Maybe there's another path we can take from the scaffolding. Yep, looks like it. That's more like it. Good. Now what's down here? Bunch of lizards. And, a centipede or two. We can take all of them. They're nothing at this point. Oh yeah, look at that damage. Nice. I don't care that we're poisoned. We can take it. Being poisoned and burning, though, is probably a bad combination. There's our prayer bead. And, gunpowder, maybe? Oh, magnetite and iron. Nice. Okay, well, last communed idol. Let's do it again. Just one more, and we will have collected damn near everything of substance in the entire game. Except, whatever aside from a battle memory we get from the Demon of Hatred. I don't know if you get anything special from him. Maybe a given technique or something like that? Question, will I be able to beat this sucker in about 45 minutes, or less than 45 minutes? Probably not, but we can learn him, so that when we come back tomorrow, we just, like, take him right to school. We're going to head back to... I think the poison pool? Yeah, it'll be on top of the statue. It's an item we saw earlier that I never figured out how to get to. Thank you, Fextra Life Wiki, for Sekiro. I don't mind relying on guides for games like this to make sure we get everything once I'm a good ways in, at least. Once I've made a good faith effort to gather all that I can. Gunpowder? Oh, antidote powder. Nice. Oh, yeah, we deal a ton of damage now. These guys were quite tanky when we began exploring this area, if you recall. So what we want to do is drop down here. And apparently we want to go this way. Or to the left, it said. Maybe from here we can loop around somehow. Ah, here it is. Right? Yep, that's the valley. Right? Or... Yeah, this spits us back out in the forest. Never you mind. Going back. Apparently there's a grapple point somewhere around here. Some of them are very well hidden. Ah! No, never mind. Up here. That's the one. Okay. No wonder I missed it. Now dig this. On the other side of this passage, we should be able to navigate our way around to, the head of that statue we saw much earlier. No, that's also the Guardian Apes area. Maybe this would allow us to get, like, a plunging attack on it, or one of them? Who knows? That could have potentially been one of the Guardian Apes' children. That's a morbid thought. But if we jump our way up here... Easy. I do like these little wall jumping segments. There's not many of them in the game, but what we have is perfectly fine. Gunpowder and last prayer bead in the game. That's what I'm talking about. Now we just make our way over here. And let's get our final necklace. The 7 spears of Ashina were pivotal to Ishin's coup. He awarded the lance to none but his most loyal samurai. Yet now only a few of the 7 remain. Eclipse says, now you have all the health. And all the posture, for that matter. But Christ almighty, we're going to need it. Is there a good way of doing this? No, there's not. First things first, we're going to learn the battle, because, there's a lot to learn in the Flames of Hatred. It's a 3-phase fight, and I'm pretty sure it changes its moveset really radically in each phase. As you'd imagine from his size, too, the sculptor in his new state can absolutely pulverize us with just a couple of blows. And like Guardian Ape, since he has an unorthodox weapon, just these giant extendable limbs, deflecting him is really, really tricky. Well, let's do our best. The Interior Ministry is gonna be kinda sorta helping us out here at first. But look at how much damage, oh no, one hit does. And it looks like the Interior Ministry goon is focusing on us for some reason. That makes sense. Yeah, this is the whole fight now. Oh, Christ. We are probably not beating this today, but we can learn it today. He just deals so much damage and breaks our guard very easily. Eclipse says it is kind of cool you meet an enemy that's like, this could have been you. Yeah, no, that's true. Everything else about the fight, less so. But you'll remember we do have the Malcontent, and it said to drive, like, the supernatural crazy, and he also said it makes for a very beautiful tune, apparently. So, why don't we see what the whistle will do to him? Oh, that AoE, man, it was a mile away from actually connecting with me. I don't get his hitboxes, I really don't. It's like if you're in the same, like, 10-foot radius as him, you get hurt, and take, like, the full brunt of the blow, too. Got it. I do really like his stance that he uses. Oh my god! He's fast, too. Really fast. That's the one we can punish, kinda, sorta. Ugh! Why do I even bother? You can see why this is the boss that, like, totally ruined my first run, right? It's not just the slam, too. His hitboxes for most of these attacks are really weird. And, lest we forget, there's 3 phases of this. He's got coverage for every direction, and of course, you take burn damage every time you fail to perfectly deflect something. He's the only boss in the game, too, where burn is a really big problem. But it is a really big problem. It's the stomps, too. Jesus. There's an exploitable attack. Phase 2? Phase 2. Let's see what the Malcontent can do for us. Uh-oh. every attack that hits home nearly fully drains my health. There you go. Oh man, yeah, the malcontent just destroys his posture. That's good to see. That's good to know. That's really good to know, actually. I'm sure it'll only work X amount of times like it did for the Headless, but reassuring nonetheless. And notice his standard human voice returns while he's sent reeling by the malcontent. I was not joking when I said there are 2 tools specifically made for his fight. This and then Susaku's Lotus. Ugh. That was better. That was much better. We might just get this today, if only barely. As long as we rely on the malcontent, like, religiously, I think we'll be fine. Like, once he hits 3rd phase or whatever, just start devastating him with it. Slam. He does not follow up the slam with a stomp or anything, which is good to know. Our red gourd does not last long, does it? Oh, stunned him. Good, 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 good. Oh, piss. I do like that visually he still largely resembles the sculptor, like he's got the fur in place of his tattered red cloak. It's, as like nondescript demon enemies in this franchise go, he's really nice. Okay, phase 2. Eclipse asks, could we puppet the interior ministry guy, or would that not work? It could help just a little bit. Only problem there is they don't respawn after, like, that introductory scene of him just going berserk on them. I know what he's gearing up for. Yep, the flame wave. He starts using his flame-based attacks way more regularly in the later phases, I think. Learn one thing from this fight, though, it's that, man, in his life, our sculptor buddy must have been able to kick some serious ass. Oh, man. Judging by how seriously and easily he's kicking mine. Oh, no, no, no! We lost an opportunity to capitalize. Damn you! There's like no charge up for that. He's just relentless. That's the real challenge here. And he can do, if he doesn't hit you with that attack once, he'll just do it again. His range and his hitboxes are what are giving me serious problems here. Oh yeah, and he can do this. He'll, like, conjure up these corpses and send them at us. What? I jumped! Oh shit. I do not know if there's a defense for that other than just running away. We'll get it. We'll get it. Sorry if it looks like the stream's chugging. I don't know if that's coming on your side or what. The issue isn't that it's close, the issue is Sekiro's central mechanic of, like, rhythm in fights is really coming home to roost here, because I don't care about Dragon Rot, I don't care if I lose everything, we've got everything we need. If I miss a single opportunity to dodge and he gets a hit in, his range is such that he will more or less constantly be able to wail on me. Like that. I dodged it, but he tracks. He tracks more than a lot of enemies in this game do, to be honest. This is my least favorite fight in the game, and as I said, not for its difficulty. Because it kinda doesn't work like anything else in the game, but was made significantly harder than the fights we kinda did learn our way around. The closest analog would be Guardian Ape. But you could deflect Guardian Ape. It was tricky, but eminently doable. When he sticks to using the big attacks, we can capitalize. It's the stomps. It's the friggin' stomps. What was that? Okay, hold on. We're going to, while he's down, we're going to use Akko's sugar, and our gourd, and some confetti. Fucking sweet. Now he's going for the attack he wants to show off. That was a headbutt, I think? Or an attempt at a headbutt? There you go. Stunned him. Now he's going to go hog wild in reprisal. The dodge on that is so tight. So tight. It's possible, it's just really, really hard. Man, his AI is really good about capitalizing on our openings, too. Music's great, as always. Oh, sweet shit. One hit away. Come on, you bastard. There we go. Yep, it's like a scoin. After a certain period of time, he just gets so... Yep, he's going to create, like a combat ring for us. Ooh. Run away. He has just gone hog wild at this point. This is a really cool looking effect, I must say. I'm proud of this run no matter what. Be extra proud of it if we win! No, you don't. Divine Grass. Yes. Yes. No. What do we do? What do we do? Recovers rice for a time. Yeah, sure. Oh, that rice ball's good, isn't it? Or the rice, whichever we used. Yes! 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 Oh my god, guys, give me 1 second, I gotta plug my computer in, but we did it. Holy shit. Oh my god. 1 minute. Sorry, I had to go get the charger. Totally anticlimactic way to end the fight, but the stream should run much better now as well. Thank you guys, both of you. Oh my, that was awful. That was just the worst thing. Wasn't quite Nameless King level in terms of quality. It was much better than Midir. Probably on par with Freyda. The one-armed demon prowled the battlefield, consumed by flames of deepest resentment. Oh, and Lapis Lazuli, 2 of them, so we could get super weapons if we wanted, and if we had any money left, which we don't. Oh. I feel like my heart's gonna explode any second. Are there any goodies left on the battlefield now that the sculptor's gone? You may notice as well that he wanted us to take him out. He wasn't in control of his own body anymore. Oh, the old woman is still here. Dragon's Blood, which we've got plenty of. We'll go ahead and use one of those at the idol just to restore the dragon, or cure the dragon rot. For thematic satisfaction more than anything else. That was... What did we think of that fight, guys? I think some of his hitboxes were kind of BS, but it was interesting, I guess. Not the best super boss I've seen in the series, not the worst. I loved his visual design, like the fact that fire was used really prominently for the first time in ages, in like a major fight, that he still retained so much of the sculptor's kind of visual aesthetics in his design, and right down to having, like, his missing arm be replaced with this, like, energy construct, or this flame construct. I think was really cool. I think, like a lot of fights in Sekiro, the spectacle provided for the senses is really something. Something that vastly surpasses a lot of the really top-notch offerings in even Dark Souls. Skills, we're good. We're good. We want to increase attack power. A man who failed to become Shura instead became a vessel for the flames of hatred. As fate would have it, he was bound stubbornly to this world. It wasn't until he became a demon that he was finally able to depart for the next. Well, let's travel back to the temple just to see if we can get any other goodies. And then we have enough time, guys, for me to at least show you what the final boss is. And if you're not familiar with the super bosses, or sorry, the final boss of Sekiro, you're probably not going to be able to guess what it is. Eclipse says visuals are really cool. Some of the hitboxes and ranges felt shenanigans. The stomp felt like you had to dodge a certain way, and no matter how far away you got, the hitbox extended so far one way that it was impossible to outrange. Yeah, you had to dodge the stomps to the right. I think from either foot to... No, you just had to dodge in the direction the foot was pointing, usually. Can we upgrade? We can get the Lazalite Axe, or the Lazalite Sacred Flame. No, but we need more mercury for any of it. Could get Lazalite Shuriken, but why on earth would we? We need a ton of coin for that, which we just don't have. I'm perfectly content with what we do have, however. Now, in place of these two, is there anything we need? Well, no, the only one we're going to need for the upcoming fight is probably going to be Fume Spark. Now we'll head back to, Ashina Reservoir. Eclipse says he did have some really exploitable attacks, but some were just nope, instant follow-up. Yeah, and it took a couple tries to discern which were which, but I mean, that's kind of standard for bosses in this series. Not gonna hold that against it. It was a good fight. I did enjoy that. Got my heart racing the way that, like, super bosses in games typically should. Eclipse says also the entire game has taught you deflect, and this guy's like, nope. Now, I swear, I've seen somebody properly deflect him before. Like, if you perfectly time those deflections for every single blow in his combo, I think he can be opened up. But it's much harder than even Guardian Ape. Hello, Samurai General. Glad to see that you're still trying. Remember, we're headed to the passage beneath the moat where Genichiro took us out at the start of the game. I hope there's an idol over there just so it'll save us a bit of time running back. Some pellets, full case of pellets, nice. And yes, there is. Lovely. Okay, so I've never done this before. Let's give it the old college try. Ooh, boy. Oh wait, no, we want to rest here. I also got, just before we started the stream, about an hour ago, a copy of Crash 4 in, so I'm really looking forward to playing that with you guys over the weekend. Have to get through Avengers first, which I have a special plan for, and the plan is basically anytime I have free time, just mainline the thing. Oh, where's my drink? Where's my drink? There we go. Well, let's do it. Let's get the hell out of here. But it feels like there's a loose end we forgot to deal with, right? Yep. He's actually been wounded, which can only mean... crazy-ass Genichiro and the second Mortal Blade, which I guess he picked up from the dojo. I want to say Genichiro is exactly the same as he was in the last phase of his boss fight in Ashina Castle. He's using the lightning moveset and the Mortal Blade. He does have Mortal Blade attacks, I think. But what if Genichiro didn't want the dragon's heritage for himself? I mean, clearly it sounds like he wants to live and fight forever, but he's trying to save the country. And if you wanted to save Ashina, who would you keep around? Answer, not this loser. Oh, that's a beautiful visual. Ooh! Yeah, so the Mortal Blade's gonna take some learning. But, fortunately... Oh, shit. His stats aren't much better than they used to be. Ooh! It's a diagonal slash. My bad. My bad. That's it. There it is. No! Why do I keep... You'll learn it. You'll learn it. And there it is. Genichiro's down. Easy. And yeah, no, for the record, this is it. He's done. That's all he's got in him. Eclipse says, is this a guy you fought when you said he was a great archer, terrible swordsman? Yep, that's him. And aside from the Mortal Blade, he has absolutely no new tricks. But he didn't want to resurrect himself. Remember, he wants to save the country. He wants to win the war. And there's only one person who could do that. Yep. It's his grandfather and our friend, Ishin Ashina. He disagreed with Genichiro and everything he was working towards, but I think he wants to fight us and restore the country to honor the extent Genichiro was willing to go to save it. So now we have to fight the true final boss, Ishin, the Sword Saint. He's got a Mortal Blade, he's got a massive arsenal of attacks. He is, something to fear, to say the least. Oh my god. Oh yeah, and I forgot, the telegraphs for a lot of his unblockable attacks are actually really deceptive. And he's got 3 health bars. Now he's a master swordsman, like the greatest of all time. Oh shit. He's also much better with the Mortal Blade. So our goal here really is just to learn him as best we can. Oh, got him. Now as you'll see, he doesn't have an insane amount of health. Oh, it's the Ichimonji, his signature technique that he made a point of teaching us. Oh, that was a sweep. Oh, he can follow it up with either a sweep or a stab. That is nasty. Oh, man. This is pretty universally regarded as probably one of the best fights FromSoft's ever done. And Eclipse asks, is this the old guy with Emma? Yep, this is him at the peak of his power. We'll get it, we'll get it. I'm going to try once more today, and then hang it up. Eclipse says, lots of blasts from the past today. Yeah, this is gonna be good, though. Ishin is something else. The trick here is getting Genichiro down to the point where he doesn't extract anything from you. In his second phase, Ishin expands his moveset, and in the third, he starts integrating crazy lightning attacks into it. But the good news is the lightning attacks can be exploited and returned to him for massive damage. God. Why am I so bad at this today? Shit, just take it, take the death, whatever. Just everything hit. Everything hit. Oh, no, Eclipse, you weren't advertising yourself at all, man, and it's totally fine. We love discussing what each other are working on in our little group, so no worries. We're happy to have you, as always. Fuck. Okay, Ishin. Oh! So he'll immediately follow up a deflected Ichimonji with the Mortal Blade. Good to know. Yeah, I could see why this guy is like considered the world's greatest. There it is. Well, this is better. That's it, got a Makiri in on him. Ooh! Ooh! Oh, I guess he just decided he doesn't want to take any more hits. There it is! Phase 2. Now he's got a spear. And he's loving this. He just loves fighting. Oh, and he's got a gun. Because, you know, why not? You may remember almost that exact same spear moveset from his personal vassals, the Seven Spears. Looks like once we're up close, though, his bullets can't hit home, which is good to know. Okay, so this phase hits harder, but is much easier to exploit, it would seem. Camera, camera, camera. Phase 3? Shit, okay, lightning time. Eat it! Okay, so now he's like obsessively using the Mortal Blade. Okay, okay, we've got this. Hopefully. Yes! Yes! We did it! We beat Sekiro! Ha! He's down! Check this out. This is an awesome finisher. Second try? Are you kidding me? I've seen people take hours on this before. Well, I mean, we did invest a whole lot of skill points into our final build with the attack. Sorry, the attack power of our final build with the mask. And he submits honorably. That's it. Immortality severed. And we get the Sword Saint trophy for defeating him. Now, if we had chosen to kidnap Kuro or work with our father to abuse his power, we would have had to fight Emma and then an elderly, like, pre-death Ishin instead. At his peak, Ishin Ashina devoted himself to deadly conflict in pursuit of strength, a single-minded killing machine of a man. Absolutely. Oh, and we get one of his special techniques. Charge to send out shockwaves. Nice. In his younger years, Ishin was a devil with the sword, spending his days in pursuit of life-or-death combat. He often ruminated on how a cut should be made, but his blade always moved first. It's weird. Is it just me, or did that fight seem to get easier and easier with every passing phase? Like, he dealt considerably less damage with his spear, I felt like, and also left himself open way more. And when the lightning came out, we could just use that to burn him right down. Can we go, like, redeem this memory? Eclipse says, yeah, it seemed like a lot of his attacks are just worthless in his later phases. To be fair, I had seen somebody else do this fight like a couple months ago, so I could have just remembered a lot of his stuff. But it seemed like his attacks weren't worthless, he just left himself open to vitality damage way more often. One who returns from the great beyond does so at the peak of their prosperity. Ishin coveted strength and all manner of techniques throughout his mortal struggle. He wished for war till his final hour, and that is precisely what he got. Eclipse says the gun was a freebie, the lightning was just like, hey, hit me. You're right about the lightning. The gun, however, I've seen, again, from that other playthrough I watched, will absolutely obliterate your health if it manages to connect. Well, we've done it. Now let's choose our ending. We'll give him the Dragon's Tears and the Everblossom. Oh, I guess we can't get the Divine Child's ending because we killed Al, which is fine. This is still a good ending. Eclipse says it almost have been better if lightning was first phase, then after that there were no tricks and he just started beating you with the sword. Well, I think thematically it makes way more sense. Because he got more and more intense and like the arena started to sort of disintegrate, the storm kicked up as time went on. It was good stuff. Wonder if we would have lived in the other one. Well, we saved Kuro at least, and that's all that matters.
はい。私も人として懸命に生き、そして死のうと思います。我が忍びがそうしてくれたように。エマ殿にもお世話になりました。
Well, we get a nice bittersweet ending. And a trophy for the purification ending. So, Sekiro. Final thoughts, I guess. Which I'll have to hammer out quickly because I've got company coming over in about T-minus 15 minutes. I really dig this game. Really, really dig it. Like Bloodborne, it uses kind of a stripped down, or not even stripped down, narrower and modified version of basic FromSoft/Souls-like design principles, and I would actually argue that the end product is far more successfully realized than Bloodborne was. Bloodborne's still a fantastic game, of course, in its own right, But here, what we have that's really interesting is a series of very, very simple fundamental mechanics. You've got your one attack, you can charge that attack, you've got your shinobi tools, you can block and you can deflect. That's it. And combat is based all around opening your enemy up for one of these big visceral attacks, and them doing the same to you. In that regard, a lot of fights against the game's overwhelmingly humanoid roster of enemies, which is not a problem anybody's complained about here, like they did for Dark Souls 2. And it feels like a duel. It feels substantial, it feels weighty, and it feels so good to see one of those unblockable attacks coming out and performing just the right maneuver to capitalize on it and devastate your opponent's posture. I found this time around, the first time I've actually beaten the game, I relied on shinobi tools in combat far less than I did the first time around, and spent a lot of time just learning my enemy's deflection timing. The only one, again, I couldn't do that for in the least, was the Demon of Rage, or the Demon of Hatred, and the Headless. Could never get the Headless. Eclipse says it's a very tight game, it knows what it wants to be, and doesn't have to balance a metric ton of styles. Agreed, definitely. The greatest black mark against the game, in my book, is its willingness to reuse major bosses throughout the back, third of the game. Because you're made to refight Guardian Ape, the Corrupted Monk, and Owl. Granted, Guardian Ape and the Corrupted Monk have slight differences in their second fights. The Corrupted Monk had more than anyone else, and I think was more justified in having a refight than the other two by a country mile. But it does make that back third kind of drag a little bit, because even the big ticket fights are being reused. Now the mini-bosses showing up 2 or 3 times with similar or identical models and movesets, I didn't mind nearly as much, because you usually fought them in an environmental situation that was very different, and so gave you different things to contend with. I love the fact that this game has more of an emphasis on these sort of boss and mini-boss fights against intentionally designed, thoughtfully curated enemies, singular enemies. Had several dozen of them, and they all felt generally to be of very high quality. I really appreciated that. I really enjoyed that. And it plays to FromSoft's strengths. They do these climactic or these epic encounters well. Better than they do moment-to-moment, combat against chaff. Hey, Seth, welcome to the tail end. Next, I'm about to sign off because I've got company that'll be here probably in about 10 minutes. But I'll be back very, very late tonight, so probably early tomorrow morning for you guys, with some Avengers, because I want to get it out of the way so we can head over to Crash 4. I'll just be mainlining that tonight and tomorrow, and hopefully by Sunday we can get a good few hours of Crash 4 in. So, Sekiro, in all, I would say I prefer this to every entry in the Souls series, bar 3 and Demons, both of which I really enjoyed. Just this feels so good, and it looks so good, and it gives me a great deal of hope for Elden Ring, which is supposedly going to be much larger than anything FromSoft's done before, which is telling, as this game was quite a bit smaller than Souls 3, certainly, but also Souls 2. Yeah, no. It says 2 and Demons. Right. I honestly enjoy those games about as much as each other. I may even enjoy Demon Souls a little bit more. I'll need to play the remaster and get back to you. But until then, ladies and gents, normally I would let the credits scroll and I would sit here and chat with you guys. Would love to until the credits are over. But since I have to get ready for company, I'm going to have to go and leave it here for now. But I'll be back very, very soon with some Avengers, and hopefully tomorrow we can knock that out and move on into Crash 4, which I'm really excited for. So, until next time, thank you all so much for joining me for a fantastic playthrough. Certainly the playthrough where I've done the best. Not exactly like there's a lot of competition in that regard, but I'm actually quite proud of my performance on stream this time around. And, the conclusion of our Soulsborne retrospective series for now. Can't wait for Demon Souls. Talk to y'all later now. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and bye-bye.